Hello everybody and welcome to Technology Lab. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to install your Asterisk free PBX and how to set up a PBX based telephony system using Asterisk. So the first step for the installation of the first part is the Asterisk installation and second part is the PBX configuration. So the first step is you need to disable SELinux where you are installing an Asterisk server. So it's a Linux Red Hat server where I'll be installing the Asterisk server. So you can open this file. The file for SELinux is SELinux and it's config. So you need to select SELinux is equal to disabled. I have already disabled the SELinux, so we can move to the next step. Here, once you have disabled the SELinux, you need to reboot the system. The second step is you need to install some dependencies before configuring your Asterisk. So this is the command from where you can check if these packages are installed on your system. So if these packages are installed on your system, you'll get like this, and you can, if these packages are not installed on your system, you need to install it one by one. If you are having access to the Red Hat repositories, you can use the yum command to install these packages, and if you don't have, you need to download the package and use the command rpm-ivh and followed by the rpm file name. So I have already downloaded and installed all these packages, so we will move to the next step. Don't forget to install this application. Don't miss a single one, because if you miss a single one also, you'll get some errors while installing Asterisk. So the next important step is you need to download Asterisk Server, a package known as VIPRE and DADI. So these are the links. I'll place these links in the description of the video. So just you can go to these links and download the packages. And I've already downloaded this. I've already downloaded all the packages. So let's extract these packages first. So to extract, you have a command tar xzvf and the file name. So what we'll do is we will extract all these. So once your packages are extracted, you'll get folders, the Asterisk, the DADI and the VIPRE. So now we need to install these packages from source one by one. So first you need to install DADI. So I'll go to the folder, and you need to first config make and then install it. So just type in make. So our make process is complete. Please make sure that you don't get any errors while this process. So the next step is you need to install. Type in make, install. So here you can see we have installed the DADI tool successfully. This will give you a message. Now once you have installed DADI successfully, you need to type in make config. So once your DADI tool is installed and configured, the next step is to install the VIPRE. So we'll get out of this directory and enter the directory. Of VIPRE, and once again you need to make and make install the VIPRE. So the first command is make, and when the make process is completed, make install. So your VIPRE is also done. Now we will install Asterisk. So clear this up. Enter the Asterisk directory, the one which we have extracted, and for 32-bit and for 64-bit there are two different commands to configure Asterisk. For 32-bit it's simply /configure, and for 64-bit it's /configure -- lib directory and the directory name. So I'm having a 64-bit system, so I'll use this command. Use the appropriate command for your system. So once your configuration is complete, type in make menu select, so you'll get a menu like this. What you need to do is you need to exit this. Once you get the menu, just exit this, and the next step is you need to make. So just run this command make. For those who don't know what the /configure make and make install do, let me tell you that /configure will check all the parameters and dependencies for the installation. Your make command will compile and create the executables for the installation, and make install will simply install all your applications. So let's wait till it's there. So make command is finished. We have compiled all the programs. Now we have to run make install. So our make install is also complete. So if our installation is successful, if you get this message, Asterisk is successfully being installed, you can proceed to the next step. If your installation is not successful, if you get some errors, you need to make sure that you have installed all the dependencies which I have shown you, all the dependencies properly. And once you have installed the dependencies properly, what you need to do is you need to run these two commands, make clean and make this clean, so that your installation is directory is clear, and then you need to again run from /configure. So our installation is successful. So you need to type in these two commands. First is make samples, and the other one is make config. So we are finished with this. Now we need to start the services, and please make sure that you are installing every package in the order which I have shown you. First you need to install Dadi, then you need to install VIPRE, and then you need to install Asterisk. So once you have installed all this successfully, you need to start the services. You need to start the Dadi service first and then the Asterisk service. So we will start the service first. So you will get this message as okay, the successfully started, and then you need to start Asterisk Server. So once your Asterisk is started, you can fire this command to check the Asterisk is installed, because it will make you enter to the Asterisk CLI. So the command is *r vbb. So once you enter, you will enter into the Asterisk CLI. Just type in exit. Sorry, to exit the CLI, and in this way we install the Asterisk. So our first part is complete. The second part is the installation, setting up the PBX. We need to create some basic dial plans. I'll be showing how to create a basic dial plan. I'll not be showing you the in-depth process of the dial plans. I'll show you a basic dial plan creations so you can get an understanding on how to set up a PBX system. So if you want to deep dive into the Asterisk, you can refer to the documentation and you can follow the advanced configurations. I'll show you a basic configuration of setting up 2 SIP phones. So the first step is you need to create SIP accounts. So just go to the Asterisk configuration files directory. It's cd/asterisk. So here you'll find all the configuration files. So for adding the user, the first basic configuration is you need to add the SIP users. So sip.conf is the file where you need to edit something. It is better you should take the backup of your present configuration files before editing it. So what I'm doing is I'll rename the sip.conf as sip.conf.sample and I'll create a new file, sip.conf. So you need to add these parameters. This is the parameter file. The first one is demo user 1. We are defining a user and naming the user as demo user 1. The type will be friend. Secret will be the password for your account, and permit is the IP address. So you need to change the IP address of your server where you will be installing your SIP phones. So I am installing I'll install a SIP phone on my Asterisk server and a second one on a remote Windows machine. So first user will be my Linux server itself where I have installed the Asterisk, and second will be a remote server. So give the network details accordingly. This is the first user and this is the second user. So just copy this and insert into sip.conf file. So once you have edited the sip.conf file, you need to reload the configurations of sip.conf. You need to enter into the command line and you need to fire the command sip reload. This is the command sip reload. This will reload your configuration files, and once it is reloaded, just exit this. And the second step is you need to define extensions for your SIP phones. Just like you are having a telephone number, you will have extensions. So you need to edit the extensions.conf file. So first we will take the backup of extensions.conf file. We'll create a new file and we'll add this parameters. So what is this thing is we're defining an extension. The extension is 6001. So this will be the phone number for user 1. First is the steps. You can define number of steps. The first is dial. You can define 2, 3, 4 different parameters. When you'll be deep diving into the Asterisk server, you'll know all this configuration. This is the basic configuration. So 6001 is the extension for demo user 1, and we are using SIP protocol, and this 20 is nothing but number of seconds it will take to go to the next step. If you have a second step such as answer with some kind of a prompt, it will be taking 20 seconds. So I'll just define this in the extensions.conf. So 6001 will be our telephone number for the extension for the user 1, and 6002 will be for the user 2. Just save this and quit. Again go to the Asterisk CLI by issuing the command asterisk-rvvv, and here you need to reload the extensions.conf file. So you need to type in dial plan reload. So our dial plan has been reloaded successfully. You'll get the different messages here. And the last important step is you need to configure the SIP phones. Now we'll install the VIPRE soft phones. So I'll be installing a first soft phone into the local machine where we have the Asterisk server. You can install it anywhere. It's not like you need to install it on the server itself. And the second soft phone, I'll be installing it on a Windows, which is a remote machine. So this is the website from where you can download this VIPRE smartphone soft phone. Here is the download, and in the download you are having a different options for Windows, Linux, for Mac, anything. So just download it. I've already downloaded this VIPRE phone. So here is my VIPRE. Just what you need to, for Linux, what you need to do is just you need to extract this. So we'll get to executable file, the VIPRE for the 32-bit and for the 64-bit. So I'm having a 64-bit, so I'll run the 64-bit. So once you run the VIPRE soft phone, it will open a setup. Just click on forward, accept the license agreement, click on forward, and click on forward. So once it is installed, you'll get an icon on the desktop. Click on finish. So here what you need to do is you need to go to the settings and you need to create a new account. You need to create a SIP account, because if you see in the user configurations in the SIP.conf, sorry, in the extensions, we are using a protocol SIP. So I'll use SIP. I'll click next. The username and the host is nothing but the IP address of your Asterisk server. Sorry, you need to type in the username. So the first username is demo user 1, and the password is this my secret 123. It's my secret 123, and the IP address of your Asterisk server. Click on next. Click next. So I've entered the password wrong, that's why it was giving an error. So once your account is added, just click on close. And the next step is we'll install the VIPRE soft phone on the Windows system. So I've shown you the download link for the VIPRE file, and I'll place this link in the description also. So just double click and start the setup. Just accept the agreements and follow the on-screen instructions. So here also we need to add the account. So it's a SIP account. It's demo user 2. The second user, the password is my secret, which is configured in the SIP.conf. And the IP address of the Asterisk server. Click on next. So your account has been added successfully. Just click on close. So once your account has been added, what you need to do is you can directly call your Asterisk server. So what I'll do is I'll call from my Windows machine. The extension, if you remember, we have given 6001. So you can give the extension and call. Here you can see you're getting a call on the from demo user 2, which is our Windows system. So this is our user. So we can you can answer the call. If I answer the call, you can see here the call has been established from our Windows server, from our Windows Softphone to our Linux Softphone. So I'll just close this. So here, in this way you configure your your Asterisk PBX Telephony System. This was one of the most basic configurations of the Asterisk telephony. If you want, you can go to the advanced configurations. Here is the Asterisk documentation. It is a very good documentation by the Asterisk. So you can refer this documents. You have the Asterisk wiki. You have videos for the Asterisk configuration and all those things. You have a training course also from the Asterisk. So you can refer this website and you can do all the the advanced configuration. You can learn all the advanced configuration. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel for the latest tips, tutorials on Android, Linux, Oracle and telecommunications. Once again, thanks for watching.